So So In Love's in, red light is on, we're set. Racing. Allegro Sonata got away okay. China Spirit, he's looking over there. Carberry looking for a spot. Going forward is Pierre Art on the outside. And also Uninook is right there. So In Love is driving across hard looking for the lead. Back on the inside is Soldiers Camp and caught out 3 wide China Spirit as it edges up. And he just wants to get some cover here on China Spirit. And he might get that because the big galoot went around the outside. So Carberry got the cover he so desired on China Spirit. Then came Misintention the outside from Allegro Sonata, who's back on the inside up before the home turn. Then Morrigu, who's out a little bit wider. Well back is Plainly Spoken. And then came Oceans Apart, who's Ocean Avenue, who's a long way back second last. And last of all is Moon Over up before the home turn. Pierre Art is just in front. So In Love on the outside. The big elite's done it tough. Just off them, Uninook travelled up well in the centre. China Spirit's out 3 wide. Soldiers Camp is back on the inside with Allegro Sonata in the straight. He's out on Uninook now. Getting to the outside to give chase to So In Love, and here's China Spirit joining him with a good run as well. Back behind them on the inside is Allegro Sonata. Inside the 250 though, and China Spirit and Uninook have come together, but China Spirit had swept up and taken the lead and drawn clear now from Uninook, and then came on the inside battling away Soldiers Camp, but in front and doing it well China Spirit, and China Spirit races home to win nicely from Uninook. Third Soldiers Camp, fourth Misintention, and then came Allegro Sonata. Back behind them was Plainly Spoken, picking up some ground. Pierre Art, Moon Over, So In Love Weekend, Ocean Avenue, Never in the Hunt from Morrigu, and the big galoot. China Spirit, number 7, Too Good, has won it from Uninook, and Soldiers Camp has run well into third, but that was comfortable work in the end. That was a good ride early because that horse wanted to get going, and Carberry knew he needed to wait before pushing on and seeing whether something came around, and it did. He saw the corner of his eye, I think, the big galoot coming around, so he got the restraint going and latched onto the back of the big galoot, and it was a perfect exhibition there really. After it looked like it could get a little bit messy, it ended up very nicely for China Spirit, tracked into the race and has got over the top of them. Uninook tried very hard. It looked dangerous on the corner as it worked into the clear. Big strong galloper loped up with China Spirit, but immediately China Spirit was on the scene. You could tell that it just had the better turn of foot, and that's what it showed in its trials. And it's come over Uninook at halfway down the straight. Soldiers Camp was good, just in behind them, getting up behind them into third. In front of Misintention, he ran well again after that York performance, and Allegro Sonata battled away just off them. Ocean Avenue never came into it from the back of the field. The big galoot had a hard run and dropped out. One who did pick up a little bit of late ground, or a couple, were Moon Over, and also the Bellis horse Plainly Spoken. Okay, so we got 7, 14, 6 and 4, 1 1/4, 1 1/2, 1:19.26, 35.85 for the final 600 metres. And the winner here, China Spirit, for Peter Walsh and Co. And Patrick Carberry, Simon Miller, combining with the Shalar 3-year-old gelding out of Amelia's Labu. As we head downstairs, and Brittany's about to have a chat to Connections.
Well, it's lovely to see the progeny of Amelia's Labu as Kelly Kinnemont joins me. Kel, you would remember Amelia's Labu well, and we never got to see the best of her, but now we get to see it within her progeny.
Yeah, he's a lovely horse. He did everything right in his trials, and he sort of come on the right way, and he relaxed well in the run, so finished the job off well.
What were you thinking in the early stages? Because it ended up working out perfectly for Pat to find 3 deep with cover, but for a moment there, it didn't look like he would find that.
No, definitely not. But everything worked out well. It looks like he might even get out further, hopefully.
And how were the celebrations last night after Amelia's Jewel?
They were good. It was good to have all the team there celebrating, having a drink, and we pulled up okay, I think, this morning.
Well, your voice is sounding pretty good, so you've drawn the short straw to keep things in control here at Belmont today, but well done on this one and yesterday.
That's great. Thanks, Bri.
There is Kelly Kinnemont. Paddy Carberry comes in with this horse after the win on debut, and it feels like Makes you feel old, Scott, when you start to remember horses so well racing and then you're looking at their progeny.
I remember Amelia's LeBeau. I think she dominated on debut as a 2-year-old. I think William Pike may have ridden her, and then, as you said there, she didn't have a long career. In fact, I think that second start, Jason Brown might have even ridden her the day that she only just finished the race, and then we never saw her again. So it's great to know that she's been retired and she's been producing, and here is China Spirit, a son of Shalar, who looks like he's going to win his fair share of races and fly the flag for mum.
From memory, she jumped out of a paddock and then never recaptured that form that she showed early. So I think from an ability sense, she clearly had a lot of it, and I would think this would be the first foal out of Amelia's LeBeau. So they've gone to Shalar this time, and it would be interesting to see where they've gone to next in terms of stallion and breeding. But a very successful operation with Amelia's Park. They enjoyed success yesterday and they enjoy success today.
Exactly right. And when things are going your way, they continue to go your way. Everything in life is a bit of a momentum game, especially riding at times. And Paddy Carberry, who's full of confidence, has things going his way. And China Spirit looks to have a nice little future.
Yeah, he certainly does. He's still quite raw, but he's shown us quite a lot in his early stages. Simon just hasn't really put too much pressure on him because he's such a big horse. Pretty much Tara's done most of the work on him. She's done a great job on him, and yeah, I think there's a good chance he'll be a pretty fair Saturday horse.
And 3-deck covers a nice educational experience on debut.
There probably wasn't really much I could do, to be honest. Sometimes those maidens, they don't run that genuine, and it was just a matter of being a big horse, just getting him into a nice sort of rhythm. He over-travelled a little bit early, but he was looking around a little bit in the straight, but we think that he's got a fair amount of upside, so while they're learning and winning like that, it's a good sign.
Kelly was saying we might see the best of him over further as well.
Yeah, I think so. Simon's a bit, we think he's a blinkers horse, but Simon's a bit reluctant to put them on, just let him learn a bit. I think it'll be the making of him. He might have them on one day, but at this stage, he's probably good without them.
Any idea how the boss pulled up this morning?
Haven't heard anything, so they say no news is good news, but I would say no news is probably can't give any news.
Water and Barocca, I would imagine. Congratulations, Paddy.
Thanks, mate.
There's Paddy Carberry. I'm told that Simon Miller's at a lunch, so his celebrations are still continuing. Maybe the water and Barocca got him through. Plenty of reasons to celebrate as China Spirit takes out this race here, race number 4 on debut.